What do you talk to Joe about?
First of all, we're both grapplers, so we talk a lot about jiu-jitsu. We
Hmm.
talk a lot about.
I'm a grappler.
Are you?
I was on the wrestling team in high school.
Yeah, I know. I know this.
But that's not a grappler. That to you, that if I don't know jujitsu, is there only one kind of grappling that you like?
Yeah, there's levels to this game, I think.
Uh,
I just talked out. No. There's nothing more.
yeah.
There's no. That's a surprising fact that you've dropped that. It almost feels like a lie because you've said that before that you were a wrestler in high school. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's funny that you say that because, and I'm going to call this a little controversy here, right? Mm-hmm. But Joe Rogan, one time came to me when he lived in LA. This is years ago, and he said, "You're a liar. Yeah. You've never grappled." Yeah. And I go, "Yes, I did." You're a fucking liar. No, you didn't. Yeah. And at that time, I didn't have any photos to prove it. But if you look at my Instagram, I have photos. That I was a grappler.
Of you as a young man dressed in a singlet or what?
On the wrestling team.
On the wrestling team.
If you go to the fucking, sorry, if you go to my, I'm sorry, if you go to my fucking high school, you're right. I was on the wrestling team for 3 years.
I'm not going to go to your high school. So is there actual photo evidence of you?
Yeah. You know what? You're being like Rogan right now. And it really is.
How do we know it's not Photoshopped?
Will you be the judge then, dude? Okay. So this is my brother and me in high school on the wrestling team.
Which, it's, you are,
I'm the bottom. No, that's my brother to the left. I mean, yeah, to your right.
Oh, handsome.
Yeah, I'm not. That's
bicep.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh? Wow.
At the time I weighed, I was on the 105 weight category.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I was also on the tennis team. What people don't realize is that I'm very athletic.
Okay.
Yeah. And I resent the fact that people that think that I'm not because I'm doughy.
You're an athlete, so which is very surprising to me.
Why?
That so I was invited to the wedding.
Yeah.
I've also been on Joe Rogan's podcast. He's a big fan of yours.
I know. I love Joe. No, Joe. When Joe and I see each other, we hug and stuff. We talk.
I just talked to him today. Said I'm talking to you. This is hilarious. So why? Oh, you hug him? And you just never.
It just hasn't worked out. Like I don't want to go like, hey, because I don't want the rejection. So it's like if I go,
right,
hey, can I do it? And he goes, I don't know, man. I'm busy, man. I got a lot. I mean, maybe later. I don't want that. So if he said, hey, are you available Thursday, this date, fly out, do my podcast, I would 100% do it.
And that hasn't happened yet. So interesting.
Why is it interesting?
I don't know, because you're like I said, you're one of the funniest people in the world. That'd be a great conversation. It's just funny it hasn't happened yet.
Well, it's like this conversation. It's like I just learned how to tell time.
Yeah.
Not like I know how to write digital.
You showed up on time today.
No, digital. I know how to write digital, obviously, but in terms of the hand clock, I just learned that 6 months ago.
How to operate a hand clock?
To read a hand clock.
Hand clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I obviously I'll be able to absorb the information. I'm one of those guys that just refuse to learn things if I just.
What did you think it was before?
I would look at it and I would try to sometimes, like if I was at a train station.
Yeah.
And I would look at those old clocks.
Yeah.
I would look at it and try to guess. And I would kind of go, I think this is the way, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like not fully, you know what I mean, really grasp.
So the way ancient people looked up at the sun to try to tell time, you looked at a clock to try to tell time.
Right. Like, for instance, like we don't look at the sun, right? So to me, it was an obsolete information to me. Because of digital.
You already had digital.
Yeah.
And so that's somehow comparable to you going on the Joe Rogan.
And you, because it's like, I don't know much about
podcasting.
No, podcasting I can, but in terms of like the singularity and all that stuff, like I know what it is, you know what I mean? When machines going to have consciousness, when is that going to happen?
Soon. Are you afraid of robots? See, if you were in Austin, I would show you some robots.
Oh, I'd love to.
Are you afraid of robots?
No, I love it.
You love robots.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I have this, I think to me, unless they become hostile and it becomes like the Terminator, which I think could happen, right? Mm-hmm. There'd be a Skynet and we have to bring it down, whatever.
Well, there's definitely going to be autonomous weapon systems. So a lot of the robotics research is being funded by the military.
Wow.
You know, the military industrial complex.
I know what that is, yes.
Yeah. So a lot of the cutting edge research is funded by DoD, Department of Defense, DARPA, and so on. So a lot of the robots will be used in war, but hopefully not. Most of consumer robotics will be in the home. I'm just trying to terrify you.